Welcome back to the Shit Shop. It is time to build a TDI. Check that out. Hold on. Yeah, just got the block back from the machine shop. Had to have them take 13 thousandths off the deck of the block so that I would have the correct piston protrusion. Cylinders are freshly bored 40 over. I got fresh 40 over pistons. Matched the balance to a set of... They're used, but they're all the same length, not bent. And they all weigh the same. Freshly polished crank. Everything is in one place now, and it is time to start cleaning this bad girl up, putting her ass together. So y'all tag along. Alright, we got it flipped over. I'll wipe these journals down. Get the oil squirters down there in their holes. Set the crank in her. Start putting the pistons in her, man. I'm so excited. Let me find these oil squirters. Oh yeah, found the oil squirters. Machinist. I forgot to take them out when I took the block to get bored, so he stuck them in a little baggie. So I'm gonna take them out. Look up the torque specs, get them torqued in, and we can start setting bearings in the journals and get the crank set up in there and start working on the pistons. So yeah, let's go. Alright, got the little suckers out the bag. Yes, I know the one is bent slightly different than the rest. I will straighten that once it's bolted in. Anyway, got the torque specs looked up. We're going to start bolting them suckers in, torque them, and move to the crank like I said before, and so on and so forth. Oh, I rhymed. I'm a poet and I didn't know it. Here we go. Alright. Bearings are in. As you saw there, I almost forgot to put the thrust bearings in there. But they're in there now. We're good. King main bearings. Coben Schmidt, I believe. Thrust bearings. New bolts. Just got to double check, make sure there's absolutely no reason this crank is going to have to come back out before I torque down these stretch bolts. Because I don't want to have to buy another set. Anyway, let me go find the torque spec form real quick after I think for a second. We'll crank her ass down. Alright. 48 foot-pounds plus a quarter turn. Fire that bad boy up and do it. Alright. Torque to yield. Crank is in. She spins real nice like. Got my rod journals all cleaned up. Just gonna make sure they're good and clean, and then roll her over and start dropping the pistons in, I reckon. Alright. Let's roll that ass over. Put some rings on some pistons. Put some pistons in some holes. Alright. There is 4 pistons ringed up. I window the rings around to their right orientation, set them back over yonder there so I can do them one at a time. We'll come back, we'll start with one after we bust out some king rod bearings. Alright, let's get these suckers laid back out over here. Start working towards getting them in the hole. Uno. Dos. Tres. Cuatros. Yeah. Make sure the holes are good and clean. Get to it. Okie dokie, there's 1 and 4 in the holes. Rotate the motor over and bolt some caps on. And move on to 2 and 3. Alright, as you can see, 1 and 4 in and tight. I'm going to go ahead and take the time to check piston protrusion before I go any further. I should have done it before I torqued down the crank, but we're here now, so let's go ahead and do that. We will get this bad boy right here, set her on the block, get her zeroed out. Set her across the crown right here. And do some rotations. Oh, 47. Oh, there it is. Found it. Alright, those are measured up. We'll have to see what the other two measure out too, and what it averages to Then I know what head gasket I need. Anyway, back to it. Yeah, buddy, that's 2 and 3 in they holes, and roll it over and put them caps on, baby. La 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 la. Humpty Dumpty. This ain't no Humpty story. Do the Humpty Hump. 2 more bearings. That is number 2. Do. Give her a little sploogey woogey. Ooh. Number 3. Clean. 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 Give her another little sploogey woogey. Squish. Let's get some bolts. Switch it back over to the angle. There's one thing I love about this fancy Snap-on Torquey boy. Hit that button right there. It'll tell me I set it to 90 degrees. It'll beep when I get to 90 degrees. So 22 foot-pounds, quarter turn, 90 degrees. Let's do it. Check this shit out. Yeah, brace myself. Yeah. And yes, I can stop and go back, and it holds that angle to where I had gotten. And that's 90 degrees. Okie dokie. Get in there. Keep multiple ratchets. Keep your old ratchets. You just keep a socket on it, and then we don't have to swap sockets out. See how nicely she turns over. Ready? Nice and smooth, yeah. Nice and smooth. Bring 2 and 3 around to the top. Roll this bad boy over and measure protrusion on 2 and 3 so we can get us an average. Hit. Yeah, crank it. Get out of my way. All right. Gotta cut you guys off real quick so I can use the calculator on the telephono. Do some averaging here. Then I'll know which head gasket gonna need. 1 hole, 2 hole, 3 hole. Here we go, hole. Yeah. And that is our average. Now I just need to go and have a look at my book outside and see which gasket I need to order. See you on a little bit. Hey guys, back again. It is the evening of the next day. I had to take my aunt's Subaru and check it out because some line dealership said she had bad axles, which she doesn't. Anyway, I am fixing to polish up the bearing surfaces on the replacement intermediate shaft that I got used because the thrust plate is broken off of the one that came out of the motor. So I'll show you the new one. I don't know where the old one is right at the moment. I'll show it to you at some point. So yeah, let's get to that. What are you doing, doggy dog? What are you doing, doggy dog? Huh? What's up, dude? This is Hagrid. I don't know if you guys can see him if he came in the frame or not, but this is my aunt's dog. He's hanging out with us for the day. Alright, see the bad guys. It's a little dirty right there. Not too bad right there, but got a little emery cloth. Gonna give her a little and then wipe her down because she's a little dirty too. And then put her in the hole so we can get the oil pump in and all that good stuff. Vacuum pump. Actually, that wiped pretty nicely clean. I'm still gonna give it a little love. There's no O-ring on that. There's supposed to be an O-ring right there. I have a replacement, so no worries. Yeah, it needs a little love right there. This side, not so bad. I need to set myself up a vise, but this will do for now. This will suffice for a vise. We ain't doing nothing crazy. See what the Scotch-Brite does first. Well, I cleaned up right nice. Dude, man, left the pulley on it and just pulled the whole thing out as a unit. I mean, it works for me, I guess. Hopefully the little thrust piece that's up in here ain't broken as well. Actually, I think it's this. See where this lip is right here? That's what's broken off of the original one. This guy, this little lip. So I think that's what I'm talking about. So I'll have to put it in the motor, bolt it down, zip the pulley off, which I don't have my little impact with me. It's down at the shop. Damn, that looks nice and clean. And we'll just inspect the gears here. The teeth of the gear. Where'd my dang emery cloth go? Okay. You know what? I should have brought a damn can of brake clean home with me. I ain't got a damn thing to clean this up with. Compressed air out of my pecker record. Wiped all the junk off of her. Cleaning this little cavity out right here. A little splooge action on the teeth. On the bearing surface and on the bearing surface. Wipe the splooge off of my fingers. Ew, son of a biscuit. That's cinder. Send a couple bolts in that bad girl. Then I can bring my impact back and at some point take the pulley off. Next challenging, tricky thing is to locate some bolts to hold it in. Do I have the bolts for that in this tray? I do not know for sure. Sure, I have some that'll hold it in. Well, that looks like one of the ones that can't. Ooh, that looks like them. Well, there's a third one that matches, so maybe it's not. Might go to something else, but for now, it'll do what I need it to, because the whole piece needs to come back out to receive seals. I reckon I could grab my timing belt tools and pop the pulley off that way. Feels nice and smooth. Go on. Vacuum pump seal, shaft seal. That one right there will go in there. Also got, it's the same as the front main seal and the camshaft seal, but the other seal that goes on the outside of that plate for the actual shaft itself. This is for the little plate that bolts to the block. So let me scoot around, get up underneath my cart here. And see, that's probably a 19 as well. See if I can put the proper leverage. Dang, get in here. That bad girl. Nuts and bolts everywhere. 19. Yes. Hold still. God darn, that's tight. What the hell, man? Really? You could just stay in the hole? There you go. Mother. It's okay. It's okay. We're gonna grab a 19 6-point. Try one more time before I say screw it. I'll wait till I get my impact. Oh, there she go. She loose now. Put that Jimmy back. Don't put it right there. Might need that 19 again. Who knows? Alright, that's loose. We'll stash that down yonder ways there. See how easily this pulley wants to come off. My hammer. There it is. Back. Do. I smell a chemical, but I haven't used any dang chemicals. Give me that. Alright. Now we can officially clean this bad boy out. Since I got that popped out. That sucker is grooved. Emery, come on back. Don't judge me. I don't feel like going to put it in a vise or anything. Hopefully the new seal seals. I'll install it maybe a little further out or something. Or a little further in, and if it'll go a little further in. It's not riding in the same place. Hold still, will ya? That'll be fine. It's like a small block Chevy camshaft. Oh yeah, that feels nice. Make sure I don't lose my key there. Matter of fact, go ahead and take it out. Put it in my tray. Let's go see about knocking this seal out and popping another one in. And I'll be back shortly. Okay. Back from the base. A little bit of trash. Gonna drop over here. New seal installed. It did sit down there in there a little bit further than the other one was, so hopefully set just inside of that groove and seal up just fine. We're gonna get that green ring out of here. Do. Get a little bit of splooge for this girl. Yes. Always grease your O-rings. Just do it. Just do it. It makes things slide into place so you don't tear them. It gives them some moisture so that they seal and squish nice. And it makes sure that they slide into place correctly and don't crimp or tear or squish the wrong way. And then we'll take a little bit more and we'll do the other seal, the shaft seal. Cause same thing. Hey guys, back again. It's Friday, the Friday before Christmas. I got my head gasket in finally. Got my head over yonder in that box. Gonna drop this on the studs, pull the head over here, double check the valve protrusion, drop her on and start torquing her ass. Oh yeah, that looks fresh. On to the next thing. Well, I know this little segment's gonna be quick. I set the head on there and then realized that I never ordered lube for ARPs. So, gotta go in and do that. Because that's all I'm gonna get done on this today. But hey, head gasket's here and head's sitting on her ass, so yippee, I guess.